The BJP went hammer and tongs against Congress when they met Xi Jinping and other party leaders. Why has this meeting taken place after Galwan?
First of all, we have got the government to deal with the politics with the other country, whichever one it is. In this matter, there has been a courtesy call from either side. We had members from Vietnamese Congress Communist Party coming to India. We had Nepalese Prime Minister coming to the BJP headquarters. We had recently the last person to visit was before this Chinese delegation was the Mauritius Prime Minister Sri Ramgoolam, who visited the BJP headquarters. We also visit other countries. And similarly is the case when the foreign dignitaries come. Even today, they go and meet the Congress Party. The Vietnamese delegation went to meet the Congress Party. The Communist delegation of China went to meet the Congress Party chief. That is not a problem. The problem is when you go to the Chinese embassy at dead night and have some kind of meeting, we don't know what. You take 1.5 crores from the Chinese. And then in the morning, when the press asks you, Ki, what happened? Did you wait that? He says no. And then the Chinese ambassador himself says that yes, Mr. Rahul Gandhi did come to meet us. That is where the problem lies. Meeting has no problem. These are courtesy meetings. These are, including in the better understanding of the ideas, values, and systems in the two countries to get better relations in the two countries. It has nothing to do with signing any document or signing any agreement with that. That is the government which does it.
Okay.
So as a political party, it's a very normal thing. In every country, we do it. When Honorable Prime Minister went to the US, he went to meet the opposition leaders from the Democratic Party. And when it's the Democratic Party which is ruling, then they go and meet the Republican Party in US. That's normal. They are fishing in waters which they have themselves muddied. Who gave the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Aksai Chin and Shaksgam Valley to the Chinese and Pakistanis? Who refused to join the Security Council because of which we don't have a seat in Security Council because Chacha Nehru said that we don't want it, we want the Chinese to go there first. When it was twice offered, once in 1950 by the Americans and second time in 1954 by the Russians. Therein lies the problem. There's some kind of an agreement between the Congress and the Chinese Communist Party, which doesn't come out. We have had no agreement. We are very clear about it.
Okay. Dr. Tripathi, Chinese delegation also met Salman Khurshid. Today, Congress did a huge press conference on this issue. But ultimately, your party leader also met the Chinese delegation. Why didn't he say no to them if you wanted to take a moral high ground? Can you please unmute yourself, ma'am?
Karthikeya, they met Salman Khurshid, and is Salman Khurshid part of the government? I think first of all, Bharatiya Janata Party should make a clear distinction between do they have a problem with Communist Party of China or they don't have it. Because, today Shaksgam Valley has been claimed by Chinese and government has completely turned a blind eye to it. It's the same Chinese government, which murdered our 20 soldiers in Galwan. Is the same Chinese government 8 months into, you just talked about the 2008 incident, 8 months into Operation Sindhu, Lieutenant General Rahul Singh said that we were fighting war at two fronts, one at Pakistani and the bigger front was Chinese. China was supplying the HQ-9 air missile air defense system. China was supplying the PL-15. Pakistan. China was supplying the real-time information to Pakistan when Operation Sindoor was ongoing. China is denying visas to Arunachalis. China is going on record. The foreign ministry official is saying that this valley is part of, we are free to create infrastructure there. And we have, unprecedented level of trade deficit with China. But we'll not say anything to China. We'll open the doors of government contracts to China. We'll hammer and tongs against Congress party. Ki, arey, koi secret MOU. He was just talking about 1.4 crores. Chinese company, 12 Chinese companies donated close to 100 crores in PM Cares Fund, but nothing. Hum Chinese patake, Chinese light ban kare, but government will go on and have trade with China. And that's what our problem is. This is not a foreign policy. It's like a marathon, Karthikeya. It's not an election jumla. The way the foreign policy is being handled, we don't have any problem with the Communist Party meeting, Bharatiya Janata Party and RSS. But the problem is you have to have, nationalism can't be outsourced to convenience, as we are saying. This is the same China which is aggressively, infringing our borders and
Okay.
claiming our territory as theirs. But no, you will meet, and there's no, where are the
Okay.
minutes of meetings? Why did you discuss? Did you discuss the trade deficit? Did you discuss why were you actively supporting Pakistan? Did you discuss the Arunachal Pradesh visa issue? Did you discuss your ingression in Pangong? Did you discuss the bridge that is being constructed in Pangong? So nothing. You are just having tea party with with a country that is a bigger
Okay.
adversary to us than Pakistan.
Okay.
And then you come back and say कि Rahul Gandhi ने MOU
Okay.
sign किया.
Okay. Now, okay. Point taken. Point taken. You know, it's happening after 5 years after Galwan, and it's happening after Operation Sindhu, where China was
8 months
openly assisting Pakistan. Okay. Let me straight away go to Advocate Nikhil Jain. Nikhil, was this meeting avoidable? So should Salman also met the BJP delegation?
No, so Karthikeya, what I believe is that it is actually great that the two largest political parties of the country are opening dialogue with political parties, important political parties of the region and the world at large. And I don't think the meeting should have been avoided. I'm glad that the BJP met them. I'm glad that the Congress met them. What is avoidable in my view is the cheap politicking that the BJP did, the absolute show of hypocrisy कि हम करें तो चमत्कार, आप करें तो अत्याचार. When the Congress party was meeting Chinese Communist Party while they were in government, somehow it was wrong. When they're meeting while they're in opposition, somehow it's wrong. But when the BJP meets them while they're in opposition and then in government, it is somehow right. See, I believe that no matter the fact, the kind of adversarial relation we have with China, it is no secret that China has been acting against our national interests for a long time, as does Pakistan. But that doesn't mean that we should close dialogue. Let's be fair, let's be real, that diplomacy is the way forward. Just pulling out tanks and guns and missiles and fighter jets is not going to cut it. You have to talk, you have to reach a common ground, whether we like China or not. The fact is, they are our neighbors. We have to live and move in the world with them. It is great that dialogue is happening, but the problem becomes when dialogue, which happened during the Congress in 2008, is somehow used to portray the Congress as an anti-national, pro-China, pro-communist, and whatnot sort of a party. But when the BJP does it, it's completely fine. That is my problem. The hypocrisy is my problem. And I think that is exactly the point that the Congress is raising right now.
Okay. Savio, your opening comments.
Well, I have the unique disposition to be the gentleman who took the Congress to the Supreme Court over the MOU that was signed in 2008 with the ILD CPC. And I'm going to have the same problem with the BJP as well. Now, the reason why I took them to court and the reason why I continue to raise the alarm of ILD CPC is because it is the foreign covert agency of the Chinese Communist Party. It positions itself as an active arm of the Communist Party of China, but its actual role is that of political intelligence and political influence, social influence, media influence. It is one of the reasons I raised the concern when Congress signed the MOU in 2008, because that MOU was never made public. The same concern I have with the BJP right now. The BJP right now has gone and done exactly the same thing that the Congress has done. The ILD CPC is one of the most dangerous organizations, foreign covert organizations. This is not said by me. 4 other foreign governments had highlighted this, including the US and 3 other European countries, on the behavior of the foreign covert agency of the Communist Party of China. Today, I don't understand what is the compulsion of the BJP to do exactly what the Congress has done as far as developing relationships with them are. Yes, I do understand diplomacy is one aspect of it, but Congress also did party-to-party engagement with the ILD CPC, and that itself was wrong because they are a foreign covert intelligence arm of it. Now, if it was done government to government, I can understand. It cannot be done party to party, and that's where the problem is. Because when a party signs up with a foreign covert intelligence agency or interacts with a foreign covert intelligence agency, you do have a question mark coming. And as a journalist and as a citizen, I certainly am very wary of the ILD CPC because I know how they work. The Chinese agents in India are estimated to be around 50,000 different agents of different organizations, including the ILD CPC. So I don't understand what is BJP doing with it right now. It's extremely shocking for somebody like me, who took them to court to find out what the MOU was. Until today, the government has not been able to find out what was in that MOU.